So speaking of quarterbacks that are also better than Tua, Jordan Love and the Green Bay Packers, which you want to talk about his draft class, Clark. Like, if you watch Jordan Love play this year, it's like, yeah, I'd rather have him, because the guy can make a play. And that's what this whole league comes down to. I look at this game, Clark. I mean, everybody's talking about, well, Jordan Love, I think he might be able to do some damage against the Cowboys defense. I think this might be fun. Yeah, that's fine. But then the Packers also have to play defense. And their defense is pretty much terrible. Like they've been, I know Chicago couldn't do anything against them last week, but that's Chicago. I think Dallas at home is going to light up their defense pretty good. I don't think Green Bay has anybody who can stand in their way. They certainly can't cover any of the receivers. And I think Dak Prescott will be able to do what he wants to do. But this is the Cowboys, and kind of similar to the Buffalo Bills. I mean, Buffalo just comes down to one player doing what he's supposed to do. Dallas, it's the entire team. Like, do we know they're going to come through when it matters? And so I think, I wouldn't be surprised if this is a close game, going into the second half. But I think in the second half at some point, third quarter, I think Dallas pulls away because Dallas just has better players. And there's no way I believe Green Bay is going to go in and play great defense, especially in Dallas.
Yeah, I mean, basically, the thing I think everyone should keep in mind assuming the Cowboys end up playing 2 home playoff games, like they win this week and then they go to the next round. I'll just say this for the Cowboys, especially because they're at home. If things start to go badly for the Cowboys, some buttholes are going to clench tight in those seats. I mean, let me tell you, because it's just going to be like, oh God, here we go again. And so, the Cowboys, they should beat the Packers. They totally should beat them. But I do find it kind of interesting that, and I know these are different teams, but, I feel like the Cowboys should have lit up the Detroit Lions defense, and they didn't.
Right.
So, should they light up the Packers defense? Absolutely they should. Will they? Well, we'll see. I mean, they should. They should probably win the next their next 2 playoff games, and they should probably, go to the NFC Championship game. But
this is one of those. It's one of those things. It's Green Bay comes in with house money, nothing to lose. They got a bunch of young guys who don't know, they don't know any better. So it wouldn't surprise me if Green Bay hangs in the game, and if LaFleur has a good offensive game plan. And he's usually pretty good at that. Like, especially they come out in the first half and throw some stuff at the Cowboys that they haven't seen before. Dallas's defense can be had. Like, they can be taken advantage of. Their corners like to gamble. Like, they get a lot. The Cowboys are talked about like they're a great defense, and they really aren't. So I wouldn't be surprised if Green Bay has a nice game plan. If Jordan Love makes some throws, like we'll see what happens. But I do expect at some point the Cowboys' overwhelming talent advantage to show up. All right, moving on.